Hey guys, welcome back. I have a super fun truth talk for you guys today, and I have my very first guest. She is a pinup lover, a holistic nutritionist, and an absolute rock star. The one and only, the lovely Miss Catherine Chagru from Catherine's Cabinet. Thank you for coming today and being my first guest.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome, you're welcome. So I want to talk about, I love it so much, your mantra and the tagline of your business, of Catherine's Cabinet, is what?
It is, I'm here to turn the foods you love into the ones that can heal you.
And I love that. I love the way it sounds. Using your knowledge to help heal and serve all of us.
Yes.
So I love chocolate. And so today we're going to talk about how chocolate can be used to heal us, which I think is like breaking news. I think it's fabulous.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I don't know many people who don't like chocolate.
No.
So if I can use any excuse to
incorporate it
yes. And make it as healthy as possible, then I will, absolutely.
So tell me about raw cacao.
Yeah,
what
absolutely. So it's a superfood. It's full of antioxidants, fiber, and a lot of vitamins and minerals, such as iron.
Okay. And now we're not, you said this earlier to me before we started shooting, but we're not talking about your average chocolate bars you can find at the store.
No, because those are full of refined sugars.
Okay.
They're very processed, and they have a lot of fillers.
Okay.
I'm talking about chocolate in its rawest form, raw cacao.
And you said that raw cacao, it's a superfood, and there's lots of antioxidants in it. What is the difference between the two? I feel like we throw those words out there, and we look at them, we see them on packaging, and we think, I should have this, but I don't know why.
Yes.
So what is the difference between the two, and how can they help us?
Sure. So it's really easy to get confused by a lot of terms that are thrown out there, especially in the nutrition world and the health world. So antioxidant is something that neutralizes free radicals within your body and helps remove toxins. And a superfood is a food that has been deemed a whole food because it's so nutrient dense. Okay. And it's usually plant-based.
Plant-based. Okay, perfect. So today, what are we making?
We are making raw chocolate cranberry truffles.
Okay, let's start. Let's just do this because I'm hungry. Okay, so first things first, where are we starting? What goes first?
What goes first? So what we're going to do is we're going to add 5 tablespoons of raw, unrefined coconut oil. Okay. And we're going to mix that with 3 tablespoons of raw local honey.
So we put the two together in the bowl?
Together in the bowl, yeah.
Okay.
Doesn't matter which one you start with.
I'm going to do it. You be the boss of me, and you tell me what to do. I'll do it.
Absolutely.
And then you tell me if I'm doing it wrong, which is probably like
I don't think there's a way to do chocolate wrong.
I like that. There's no way to do chocolate wrong.
Well, with the exception of the chocolate bars I was talking about before. So what I really like about...
At home, you can't do it.
So just whip it together until it turns into, turns into a paste and mixes together.
It's also a stress reliever.
Absolutely. And what I like about the honey is that it's antibacterial and antiviral and antifungal.
Ooh.
So technically you can have truffles to fight the common cold.
You're a genius! You're a wizard. This is awesome.
I told you, any excuse to eat chocolate.
Yes, any excuse to eat.
So once you see that it's mixed.
It's nice and frothy.
Fluffy. Yep.
Frothy and fluffy. Okay.
So that's the wet ingredients. We can start adding the dry ingredients.
So we don't have to do them separate. We can do it all together.
All together.
Beautiful.
Yep.
Where do we start?
So I want to start with the chlorella.
Okay. And qu'est-ce que c'est chlorella?
Chlorella. It's an algae.
Okay. And isn't it spirulina?
No. Spirulina and chlorella are different.
Okay. How?
Actually, chlorella is higher in chlorophyll, which you actually get from green foods. Okay. So very, very nutrient dense. Okay. Basically, we are putting vegetables into our truffles.
I love a good sneaky green, so that's
a shot of veggies.
I like it.
So I'm going to add that. I just want you to see what it looks like.
If someone didn't have chlorella and they had spirulina instead, can we sub
Absolutely.
it? Yeah?
Yep.
Okay. And how much do we just put in there?
We just put between half a tablespoon and a tablespoon.
Okay. So not very much.
Mix that up. No, not much. You don't need much. It's very nutrient dense.
And now it's green.
It's very important when you're buying these ingredients to go with organic to lighten your toxic load. And also, if you're going for chlorella, you want to get broken cell wall because the cell wall is undigestible.
Okay.
And
broken
you need
cell wall
exactly.
chlorella.
You need the nutrients inside.
Perfect. We'll put all this information up on openhearts.com. We'll put the recipe and everything up there as well.
Exactly.
If anyone didn't catch that. So what else is next?
5 tablespoons of raw cacao.
Okay. Put that in there.
So just go to town. It gets messy. I'm warning you.
It's okay. I like messy.
Oh,
like
is there like a smell-o-vision?
It smells so good. I can kind of see how these are going to be little chocolate truffles now.
Oh yeah, so it starts to harden at this point. And you can see it. If you find that it is a little bit too soft, you can add more of the raw cacao, more of the chlorella for the powder.
Okay, so when we're making the balls, if it's too
liquid, and you'll be able to tell once you're rolling it and when you're getting the general consistency.
It's kind of one of those recipes too where you kind of, it's a feel thing.
Yeah.
And a sight and feel thing. You can add more or take a little bit away. You don't have to be so strict with the actual ingredient measurements.
No. Okay. Not at all. Not at all.
What's next?
So you can add whatever you want to this base.
Okay.
You can put totally different ingredients than what we've chosen today. Okay. But I really like the texture and I like the added benefits of more chocolate. So
can't have enough.
Basically, I'm adding a tablespoon of raw cacao nibs.
Okay.
So we're gonna throw that in there.
And you don't really eat raw cacao nibs on their own, do you?
I don't. Bitter. They're a little bit bitter. I have put them in smoothies and or on top of smoothies before. Okay. Just to give it, like I said, texture. As a chocolate chip. No, it's not. You're not gonna like it as much, I don't think, unless you really like that dark, bitter chocolate taste.
Okay. And then?
So I have also put a tablespoon of chopped unsulfured cranberries. Okay. Sulfites can be a high allergen.
Ooh, okay.
And can also add a little bit of toxicity in the body. There's been a bit of research on that.
And we want to try and eliminate.
So we're gonna go for unsulfured organic cranberries.
So let's just add a little bit of sweet. Could you use like coconut, raisins? You can
Absolutely.
Add nuts.
So one of my favorite things to do.
Vegan chocolate chips.
Yes.
Okay.
One of my favorite ones to do is add a little pinch of cinnamon and about half a teaspoon of cayenne pepper.
Ooh, spicy.
Gets your liver going, gets your blood flowing.
I like that. Okay.
So another thing that about adding the raw cacao nibs, more chocolate. And chocolate has actually been proven to be good for the cardiovascular system. Literally a way to a woman's heart.
Clever. I like it. Perfect.
All right.
So are we done with the mixing?
Yep, totally done with the mixing.
We can start the balling?
We can. It's messy from here.
So we added a little bit of extra cacao powder, and you mentioned you want it to be like a cake batter, right?
Yeah.
Like a dough.
Yeah, exactly.
Almost like a chocolate dough. Okay, perfect. So we are ready to roll.
Yeah, I'm going to use my hands.
Okay.
Use our hands. Just grab a little bit. Okay. You can grab it on a spoon or you can grab it with your fingers and roll into a ball. It gets really hot with the heat from your hands, so
be quick with it.
Be quick, yep.
Okay.
They should keep for up to a week in the fridge.
Oh, okay.
Covered.
And so if you put them out on the counter, are they going to get soft and mushy?
They're going to get softer.
But they won't melt completely.
No, they won't melt completely.
They'll stay.
No, absolutely. So if you have a party or you're having people over and you just want to have them out, that's totally fine.
Oh no. Okay. There we are. Beautiful. All right, so we put them in the fridge for a good 10 minutes just so that they could set a little bit.
Yes.
And then we added a little cranberry to the top for a little decoration. But again, you can roll them in coconut or in raw cacao, however you want.
Absolutely.
Do we get to taste them now?
Yes.
Okay, let's taste it. Thanks for coming and sharing this with us.
Thank you so much for having me here. Cheers.
Santé. Mm.